Lebanon PM feared own government would kill him as he denies Saudi Arabia kidnap. Mr. Hariri mysteriously resigned from high office earlier this month in a pre-recorded message broadcast on Saudi TV. Now, speaking for the first time since his resignation, the former leader has said he quit and left the country because he feared supporters of Hezbollah, his coalition partners in government, would kill him. Speaking from Saudi Arabia, he said, "I am free to travel tomorrow if I wanted to. But I have a family. I saw what happened when my father was martyred. I don't want the same thing to happen to my children." Mr. Hariri's father and former Prime Minister Rafik Hariri was killed by members of Hezbollah using a car bomb in Beirut in 2005. Hezbollah has both a political party and a militia factions in its organization. The former prime minister said he resigned from his position because Hezbollah had broken their coalition agreement not to enter any regional wars by interfering in Yemen and Syria. He said, "If we want to go back on the resignation, we have to return to the policy of distancing ourselves from regional conflicts. I will come back to Lebanon to work. We can't deal with any more ambiguity in this issue. There must be a final regional settlement with Hezbollah on this regional aspect." Mr. Hariri's sudden resignation had led to fears that Saudi Arabia were holding him against his will, something that he denied in his interview. Following his resignation, Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, demanded Mr. Hariri return to Lebanon, blaming Saudi Arabia for holding him captive. That night there was also a missile launched by Iran-backed rebels in Yemen aimed at Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, that was shot out of the sky over the airport. This led to escalating tensions as Saudi Prince Mohammed then accused Iran of an act of war. Although the missile was fired by Yemen's Houthi rebels, the Saudi ruler claimed the aggressive act was controlled by Iran, who smuggled weapons to the militia. It was hoped that Mr. Hariri's latest interview promising to return to Lebanon would de-escalate the tensions. However, not everyone believes that the interview was genuine, and at least 5 Lebanese television channels reportedly refused to broadcast the interview, citing concerns as to whether their prime minister could speak freely. Mr. Hariri promised to return home within days, but exactly when he will return and whether he will rescind his resignation remains unclear.